This guy back in the 90s, he was in his 30s. He had squamous cell carcinoma, gets it taken care of. So fast forward to 2020, he notices this nickel-sized mass growing on his forehead. And at this time, COVID was going on and they were being the way they were in the hospitals and didn't want to take him in because they didn't consider this to be a life-threatening condition, even though he had a history of it.
You have a history of cancer when you're young, right?
Yeah.
And you know that when you got it removed, you survived another 30 years. So what would you do?
So he tried to cut it off himself.
So he did. He cut it off himself with a knife. And it seemingly went well at first.
Then it starts growing back, this time more rapidly. He tries cutting it off again, but there's like a lot of blood second time around. So he's like, okay, I'll stop messing with it, right? And then, of course, it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
So this thing starts encompassing his face, right? It's covering his eye. It's covering his forehead. It's covering it's huge. 8 inches wide. I can't even think of like what's that wide, but like a personal sized pan pizza, right? Like it's huge on his face. And on top of that, it smelled terrible.